and I got on the bus, and I saw an empty seat, and I hear the bus driver yell something, and a black woman had to get up and give me her seat, because it was in the front of the bus.
So he got off the next stop.
I got off the next stop.
I couldn't stand it.
You did?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was new to this.
now.
So it wasn't like that up here.
Oh no, we didn't
Oh,
have.
no.
First, we didn't have.
And we go
black
the
people.
dime store in town.
No.
I can remember with Johnsy, the first time I had her. Not the first time I had her in, but we were in the dime store downtown, walking around, and a black man.
Yeah.
Her eyes went up like that, and she looked, She
Yeah.
pulled me, and pointed,
Yeah.
and yes, and later
Yeah,
on,
we
I
didn't
think
have
I
many
probably
at all.
upset
We used to-
that there are more black people.
Yeah.
But that was a.
And in Johnson, we went to Johnsy and Jerome's house on the weekends, and they had, and I'm trying to think of her name. They're black, who did all.
Oh, the girl that one worked for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were very nice to her. Yes, and Fred Couch said that she was a part of the family as much as you could do for a black person, and I thought that they treated their black very well, but it still was a black person.
So they're still treated differently?
They saw what?
Oh,
Are they still treated differently then?
Oh, I don't know, not now. They wouldn't have somebody in their house like that anymore.
no, nowadays you couldn't afford it. To have somebody. She did a lot of the cooking, the cleaning.
And everybody in the family drove, so when it was time for her to go home,
Yeah,
somebody would always make sure she got home.
they drove her home. Didn't make her take the buses, the streetcars.
Did they treat her, do you think they would have treated a white person in that position differently?
You wouldn't find a white person doing that stuff down south.
Oh, this was in the South.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
This is your friend in the
Macon,
South.
In
Georgia.
Georgia. Oh, yeah, this is down south. Oh, yeah. No.
So that was progressive for the South then.
Well,
And when I was in Georgia, in the hospital, we had black soldiers who lived about a mile down the road, still on the fields, on the property, government property, and who had their own place to eat, and they were sent up to do the work. And I can tell you one of the things they did, they were washing windows in the corridors. At the same time, I forget his name, there was a black man, good personality, spoke well, as blacks you didn't see much of, but he was working for a government job, getting paid X number of hours more than the GIs were doing for doing the same thing.
He was getting paid more?
Well, of course, he was working for the government.
he wasn't
The
in
GI
the army.
wasn't the.
He
Ah.
wasn't
the
in
private
the
or-
army, no.
And then I stopped and talked to him one time, the fellows that were working there, and I introduced myself and I'm in Pennsylvania, and I asked where they were from, and they told me, and I said, I asked them some personal questions, which they answered, because I was white. Probably, otherwise I wouldn't have, may not have gotten an answer. But they were just, they're GIs, but
And
we were
one of them-
separated. They didn't eat with us.
That's so crazy, isn't it?
One of